Hi folks, I'm here with the two guys that are riding. Today Rob and I are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're here at the SEMA show, and we came by one of my favorite booths because I love remote control vehicles, and we're here with Scott from Traxxas. Scott, oh my gosh, this is like a dream. This is like Disney World.
Yes, I agree.
To people who like remote control stuff, because I've looked at Traxxas, I've done the research. You're a top-notch company from the start.
Absolutely.
And we're going to see that as we go through here. So we're going to kind of start on the and showcase the different things that Traxxas offers, because you offer from I'm going to say, the less expensive, to the sort of the top line.
Sure. So everything Traxxas offers is hobby grade. So anything that you see in the full-size world, we do it also. And in some cases, we're extremely high performance. So we have all kinds of really cool cars: 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 6-wheel drive, rock crawlers, high performance off-road, on-road cars. So we can pretty much take an RC car anywhere. I've got big brushless power systems, kind of like what you'd see out of newer motor technologies, out of like the big full-size stuff.
Okay.
We've been doing that for decades now. So we've got all kinds of horsepower in a tiny package. 60 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. Out of the box, 100 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh.
So I've got all kinds of really cool stuff. And this is a Slash. This is our 2-wheel drive truck. This thing is fantastic. You can find parts, support all over the globe for most of these models. And this is one of our, it's a fantastic vehicle. You've got, it's got the short course styling. Obviously we've got some licensed bodies for it. I can slide the body off here and you can see what the powertrain looks like. I've got a big transmission in the back with a big brushless motor, big speed controller, oil-filled coilover shocks. Do you feel how soft and that suspension is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so control arms, just like you'd see off of a real trophy truck. Waterproof. If it's snowing out, I know you guys get some snow up there, right? So if it's snowing out, you guys can keep running, no fear. You'll just clean it off with the air compressor and you guys are good to go. Keep running it. Throw some more batteries in it. Battery pops out, recharge it in 30 to 45 minutes. We're rocking and rolling again, yep.
Short time away. And what's the average run time for a battery? I'm saying so you're not going full out, you're not going super slow, but
well, it's just like your hot rod. If you have your foot all the way on the floor, you're going to burn through that fuel really fast.
Yep.
Same here. But what I will say is a truck like this can easily be in that 60 mile per hour range. So think about how quick you're going to get across your front yard, right?
You know how fast that would be in something this size? Wow.
So we're talking, that's I guess 600 scale miles per hour, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to be using that horsepower all the time. So realistically, with a decent sized battery, you're at 45 minutes runtime. All day long. You just throw another battery.
And that's an incredible thing to me, because I've had remote control cars since I was in kindergarten.
Absolutely.
And there was, once you got to the actual electric ones years later when I was in high school, you'd run 20 minutes was amazing.
Yeah.
And you could maybe get 15.
Yep, absolutely. With the new motor technology and the new battery technology that we have, these things will run for a long time. Charge time is amazing.
Yeah, you don't have to go overnight anymore.
No. We're maybe an hour on the high side, if depending on which charger you have. But
you sell different chargers.
Absolutely.
That will do just faster charging for you.
And if you want to go faster, that's what's awesome about these new brushless motors. You put a bigger battery in it, and now we're going faster. Instead of changing out your whole motor, adding a different whatever it may be, you just change the battery and get more speed out of the car.
That's a phenomenal concept. I'm just kind of sitting here soaking that in, going, really? It was always you had to upgrade to a bigger electric motor.
That's right.
Man.
So now we just change the voltage that we're giving that electric motor, and we get more speed out of it, or more torque. Or if we want more runtime, we have bigger batteries for that too. So you can go either way.
All right, and then of course you got these are all rubber tires.
Absolutely.
Just incredible for climbing, for just grip, oil-filled coilover shocks.
Yep.
This is a type of quality that starts even in your lower cost models.
Oh, absolutely. So Traxxas is quality. It's what we're focused on. And what's really awesome is you hit on a couple of cool key points. If you're into hot rodding, you change your shocks, you change your coil rates. you know, hey, I'm going to hang a bigger bumper off my off-road
Right.
truck, right? You change the coil rate. We offer that too. If you want different suspension on the truck, we have different rates of coils. You can change the oil to change how the shock reacts on its travel.
Oh my gosh.
If you need more traction, I have different compound tires. More traction, less
Man.
traction, depending on where you're going to go with it. We have it all.
Which is why you see when hobbyists who you know, I'm more of a casual user, but
Sure.
the hobbyists, I mean, this is where they can customize a truck just like a real vehicle.
But that's another great point. You can grab this truck out of the box. It's doing, depending on the battery, you can be at 60 miles an hour out of the box, and you don't have to tune anything. But if you want to, you can.
But you have that room to
Absolutely.
play.
So
Okay.
we take a lot of effort in setting these trucks up out of the box. So the way that the truck is set up, it's going to drive great.
Great, right out of the box.
So you're going to have a great experience with the truck right there from the get-go. But then you can tune it to whatever it is that you're going to be doing.
Now, when you buy them, and you have a lot of retailers.
Sure.
Because you're Axle Traxxas, and you can order from you straight.
You can order from Traxxas.com, but what I'd rather see you do is go to my website and type in your zip code on our website, and you're going to find our local dealer network.
Right there.
Yep.
Now, so something like this, when you buy it, does it usually come with the batteries?
It's a great point. Depending on the vehicle that you're looking at, it could come with the battery. When we get up into some of the models like this truck where it has the brushless motor already in it, you're going to choose the battery you want.
Okay.
You have so many options with this power system. We can go 30 miles an hour, we can go 60 miles an hour. You can run for an hour or 15 minutes. So
Right.
you really get the option to pick the battery.
Okay, so it's very much like walking in and picking out a trim level on a car.
That's right.
You know, wow, what a different experience. I mean, that's just awesome. Okay, so this one kind of as is goes for around what,
So this is going to be $349 for this exact
Okay.
model. But I do have another model that has a little different power system in
Yep.
it, and you're going to be closer to that $249 price
Okay.
point. And some of those come down to even the $199 price point, depending on what exactly it is that you're looking
and for some of you watching, you may say, wow, for a remote control car, but you know what? I've gone into Target and seen them for $199.
Absolutely.
But they're not. I mean, this is quality. So I want to point out, you know, all the suspension parts
Yes.
and how you can customize it. I mean, there's just so much more into it.
And we talked a lot about the customization of the cars.
Yep.
But let's say you have an accident and you know the mailbox jumps out in front of you.
Yeah.
It wasn't your fault. It was the mailbox's
It wasn't.
fault, right?
It just jumped.
Right. Exactly. So you take a control arm off of this truck. But those local brick and mortar suppliers, they have those control arms in stock. Couple of bucks and you're back up and running. So you don't no upgrades. You don't even have to. You just put the factory.
You don't have to order online. You can go right there to the store and get them.
Yeah, if it's
which is why
Saturday-
it's nice to buy from the local store.
That's right. And if it's on a Saturday, we want you to be able to get going again on that Saturday. Yeah. I don't want you to have to be waiting for a shipment to come in or whatever it is.
Which is very nice because everyone right now is very used to waiting, going, oh,
Yep.
crap, that broke. All right, well, there goes another month or two.
Nope, we want you to be able to play right now. So part support for Traxxas is key. We really focus hard on making sure our vendors have the parts in stock to support you on that weekend that you're running.
All right, now you have a ton of cars. So
Yes.
let's step up a level.
Absolutely.
And I don't know where you want to lead me, but
Sure. So depending on what it is, actually really quick, if you don't mind,
yes.
I want to take that same platform we were just looking at, which is a slash, and now I'm going to show you the drag slash.
Oh.
So let's say you and some buddies get together and we've got a parking lot that we want to do some quick, you know, I just want to race you, right?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do some-
Quick will be like from 10 to like 7 at night.
Yep. So we've got some time. So what I would suggest is something like a drag slash here. Now, this is kind of a unique custom truck. Well, kinda. So what you would do is you'd buy this C10 below us here, and yeah, so you're gonna start with the C10, and then we're gonna add that Fox body, Mustang body to that car. Now, again, let's say we've got a little bit of a rougher parking lot. I make a harder compound rear tire. If you've got that nice, smooth, tacky parking lot, I make a soft compound tire. So whatever you're needing, that wheelie bar has 10 points of adjustment on it. So you can set that wheelie bar to get that car set up exactly
Just
like
right.
you need to off the launch. The truck also has something like a trans brake would have in your full-size car.
Oh, man.
It has so much horsepower, you can't just launch off of with your foot on the floor. So what you do is you set a button on the controller, pull your throttle to where you need it. When you let go of that button, now we're going. So if you think you need 50%, you set it to 50%. Let go, run it.
Man, that's just incredible.
It is.
I mean, but it's so neat because, you know, I mean, typically guys that like remote controls are also like real cars.
That's right.
And this just makes them that more real life.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. We also make these bodies in a clear variant, and then you will paint them yourselves to match your full-size Fox body or C10.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so you can customize it however
Do you sell the
see fit.
paints then too?
Absolutely.
Oh, because I say you got to have the right kind of paints. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I got you covered.
You got it covered every way. That's awesome. All
Now, if you have some more room,
right. Yep.
and then I have something over here, and this is our XO1.
Oh boy.
You good? So this is an XO1. It's all-wheel drive, big horsepower. Now this is saying, you know, we want to go as fast as we can go with an RC car. This car will do 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds.
Oh.
0 to 100 in 4.9 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
We are ripping with this bad boy. Again, all-wheel drive. We talked a little bit earlier. This one is actually bolted to a set of rollers.
Okay.
So it's not an actual dyno. Now, what we're going to see is the on the chassis, we have telemetry data that's coming over to our controller, and we get all that data up on this monitor. So we're just casting that to this monitor, but you can get this out of several of our models where you can see how fast you're going, the RPM of the motor, how hot it's running.
Okay,
your
so wait a
battery
minute. So
voltage.
this is like an OBD2 plug-in on a regular car.
It's very similar. I mean, you
and
sit
then you
down.
Bluetooth it to your device.
Yep, you sit down, you have the instrument cluster behind your steering wheel. We have an instrument cluster that's on your phone. So you get to see all that
is
data.
Sweet.
You get to see all the data right there. And what's cool is this is a factory setup. So you just add our Bluetooth module to it, download the app, it's all free, and you're ready to rock and roll.
Man. That is cool because that technology realistically has been out for years for cars, right?
Yep.
But true to your company's form, I mean you're making it as realistic as possible.
Yep.
Now you can get that as well.
It's a lot of design and development, and
Yeah.
a lot of us working through the electronics. Most of the electronics that we do are all designed in house even. So all this software is us too, but we develop all this for our products. That's what makes it cool. It's all Traxxas. It all works together. Again, just like our entry level stuff that we were looking at earlier, you plug this thing in, you get all of these features without having to go mess with.
Right, it's all set up ready to go.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's what you're paying for. Now, you've got a brand new one that is being released tomorrow for sale.
Yep, we'll see it in dealers' hands this Friday. So it'll be the 4th, November 4th.
You have it here?
I do.
Ooh, let's go take a look at it.
Yep. So this is the XRT. So if you're a Traxxas fan, you know the X-Maxx. The X-Maxx is kind of the king of off-road. It's big, it's nasty, it's horsepower. I mean, the thing is just a monster. Now, let's say we're not necessarily going to be using it on as rough of a terrain, and we want a cornering beast, right? Okay. Something that really handles and that's just ultra fast on the top end. This is the XRT. So this is the new monster. And right out of the box, what you'll notice is it's got some really, really big grill vents and some really big hood vents.
Okay.
Right out of the gate. These are actually ducted to keep our electronics cool. Oh, there's another big feature.
Ooh.
Push down on that, the body's locked in. No more body clips on this truck. So you just
clips right off.
Yep. So you've got these tabs underneath the body, and once you pull all 4 tabs, the body just comes right off. So very easy to use.
Oh, look at the size of those shocks.
Yes, big giant coilovers, and true to Traxxas fashion, we have multiple coil rates, different oils. So again, as tunable as anything that we have. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the equivalent of the V8, electronic V8. Holy schmoly.
Yep, so we have some big cooling fans, big heat sinks. Again, this truck weighs in the range of 25 pounds, and it can be upwards of 60 miles an hour out of the box, right? So this thing really rips. Got a lot of performance here, so we want to keep all that cool. So we've got a big cooling fan on the speed controller, big heat sink, and dual cooling fans on the motor.
Man, plus the air vents.
Yes, and then we're ducting the air that's coming into those 2 particular locations.
Holy schmoly! Now, the batteries can go on both sides, and these just clip up and
that is
fold
correct.
out.
So what we're going to do is we run 2 of our 4-cell 6700 batteries.
And these are lithium-ion.
The lithium polymers, yeah.
Lithium polymers,
So there's a lithium battery. So we flip that tab open and your battery drops right in and you just plug that guy in. extremely easy to use. And whenever you've got the battery locked in place, pull that, it snaps shut. So again, some of the older RC cars, you've got body clips and, or Velcro straps, stuff that's not fun to work with. This, pop it, drop the battery in, pop it back in, we're ready to rock and roll.
Now, you've also got a wheelie bar back here.
Extremely necessary.
Because you don't want to floor this thing.
You will, and you really, this truck will sit on the wheelie bar all the way up to top speed if you can control it.
Oh man.
So the wheelie bar is a necessity for this much horsepower. Now you'll notice the tires. I know on video you can't feel them, but you'll notice the compound of the tire. And again, you know, because of performance and cornering, this is the best compound for this model. Some of our other models, like an X-Maxx, you have a really malleable rubber tire for higher traction, getting over those rocks and really heavy terrain. This thing really works extremely well, that off-road to on-road transition. So you've got a nice stiff sidewall on it, nice low profile on the inside there.
It's just amazing. And this is what I like about Traxxas is that, you know, you've thought it through so well, and everything is designed for the car it's on, but there's so many different possibilities. If you wanted a different tire, you could get it.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean,
and this is a brand new model, so we'll see some more accessories coming for it. Yes, I mean, you've got different tire, different driveline options. You can change how the differentials react on and off power by changing. So there's so much tunability.
Holy bucks. Now, let's talk a little bit about the flexibility of the plastic and, you know, accident absorption.
Absolutely. So, you know, this truck is very fast, but we have to be very durable as well, right? We don't want something minor causing you to be down. So we've got some awesome plastics in this truck that can really take and deflect with your impacts. So you'll notice like how these control arms flex just by pressing on them. Well, think this thing's 25 pounds. If you're tumbling, you're gonna get a lot of deflection. Truck's gonna move around a little bit, but what's nice about having this composite that we've come up with is the truck bounces back and you just keep driving. So what would be a really nasty wreck in a full-size car is nothing for one of these guys.
And again, your local store has got the parts on hand.
If you have a good one, again, that mailbox that's out in front of you, that tree jumps out there at you, you can get parts for this truck very easily.
That is just crazy. I absolutely love the whole concept of that with Traxxas. That
fantastic.
You know, you can customize the car, you can drive it right out of the box. You know, the way it is. And I love the fact that you can just buy different batteries to change the speed of one of the cars. You want to go a little slower, just get a little lower battery.
And actually, there's another big feature with this model, which is there's another big feature with this model. And if you buy that Bluetooth accessory that we were talking about, where you get all the instrument cluster on your phone, let's say you're really comfortable driving this car, but somebody else isn't, right? You can actually open the app up and you can throttle down how fast the car runs.
So you're a little more secure. They won't wreck your investment.
Absolutely.
Man.
Now,
go ahead. No.
Well, I was going to say, so you know, even an entry-level user can get very comfortable handling this big 25-pound, 60-mile-an-hour truck just by throttling it back. So if you want to set the throttle to 10%, then let them get comfortable at 10%, bump it up to 20, so on and so forth, until we're at full, you know, driving capability.
Man, I tell you what, Scott, it's just incredible. You know, and we've seen kind of a gamut of, you know, the sort of the entry-level cars to, you know, the new release to sort of the top line for speed. But I mean, you saw them for rock climbing, you saw them for racing, you saw them for on-road, you saw them for off-road. And I love the fact that you can customize, and even out of the box, you can make adjustments on them. But then if you want to go deeper, you can do all those other things. I mean, just a top-notch quality products, unreal.
Thank you so much.
You know, thanks for spending your time today with us and taking us through this. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great meeting you guys, and if you ever have any questions, please come see us.
All right, and the Traxxas website is?
Traxxas.com, and on the top right corner, it's very easy. Hop on the website, Traxxas.com, top right corner, type in your zip code, and you'll find your local dealer or supplier nearest to you.
Awesome. Thanks again, Scott. We sure appreciate it.
Great. You guys have a great day.
Thanks for watching.